Hey, Renfield and his friends. I want to talk to you about Ghostbusters. And I'm not going to really talk about Ghostbusters, its sequel, and the real Ghostbusters TV show. I wanted to mainly talk about Ghostbusters 3 and the whole concept of it happening, whether or not they can get a script together, or film together, or cast together, whatever. Um, First things first, Ghostbusters is one of my all-time favorite films. It's probably my second favorite film next to Pulp Fiction. I love it. I think it's perfect. It was my favorite film for a long, long time. It's also quite influenced me as a writer, actually. And Ghostbusters 2, I don't like to talk about that movie. I don't particularly like it very much. And, of course, Real Ghostbusters is a terrific series until Slimer took over for some reason. I guess it wasn't stupid enough, so they had to put him in the lead. And I don't have much of an opinion on Extreme Ghostbusters. I did see it from time to time. And, of course, I do enjoy the IDW comic book that's out. It's really well written. So there we go to this whole Ghostbusters 3 thing, which they have been talking about seriously since 1989. Since before most of you watching this have been born. They have been discussing, hey, we ought to do a sequel. I don't like sequels that are made 10 years after the fact, unless it's designed specifically. Like they did that American Pie reunion movie, right?
Yeah.
And occasionally a sequel years later can work. Like The Color of Money, for instance, was the sequel to The Hustler, and that worked. So if they're going to do it, they better be really smart, and I don't know what they have in mind. I've been told that they've been talking about maybe doing something maybe in the line of Extreme Ghostbusters, where, you know, they're bringing on a new generation of Ghostbusters and the old team is, I don't know, retiring or whatever, or going on with their lives because they're all in their 60s. I think that's not a bad way to go. I happen to think, there's a couple of things I've been thinking about. Perhaps this might be a weird idea. I don't know if you knew this, but Dan Aykroyd's original concept for Ghostbusters was a little out there. It took place in the future, where Ghostbusters were just as common as plumbers. I can't believe he predicted the Sci-Fi Channel's Ghost Hunters show. But yeah, Ghost Hunters and plumbers seem to be going in hand. He predicted that. And it dealt with sort of like rival companies of Ghostbusters. Like, you know, the heroes would be, you know, the leads, and then I guess it would be like Twister, and they'd be, you know, driving around in black SUVs or something like that, because they're evil and they're only out for money. Now, of course, that would be stupid, but wouldn't it be interesting if, since 1989, since the world was saved again by the Ghostbusters, maybe finally the world had accepted that this was a possibility and this happens, and businesses sprout up, and Ghostbusters did become a thing, and there's rival businesses, and everybody's, you know, there had been people stealing, you know, concepts are coming up with their own concepts for ghost traps and photon packs and, you know, knockoffs and shit like that. And there's a whole bunch like that. And now that, you know, it's 2013 or 14 or 15 or whenever the movie comes out, the Ghostbusters of our film realized that, you know, maybe time has passed them by, and then there's a new generation taking over, and perhaps they're not doing it so right. Maybe we could do this sort of Kingdom Come, like, you know, the new team kind of sucks and it's really bad, and The old team has to come back. Anything so it doesn't rip off the same structure, which is one of the things I don't like about Ghostbusters 2. Ghostbusters 2 is almost beat by beat the same movie, except not funny, and slower and more tired. This would have to be something with a bunch of energy. It has to have the same kind of excitement that the original had, if you're going to do it. You know, I'll be honest, as someone who loves Ghostbusters intensely, I'll be fine if I don't have a Ghostbusters 3. I will be okay. I will be able to live the rest of my life without a Ghostbusters 3 or a Ghostbusters reboot or whatever. But those are just some ideas right there. I guess there'd be some speculation that maybe Oscar, the baby from Ghostbusters 2, would be involved somehow. I don't know. I mean, maybe. I guess we can get it. You know, I guess, you know, we can find a couple actors to play that kind of character. I would like if Peter and Dana had been together and married, broken up several times. However their relationship has gone on for the last 25 years. I don't like the idea of Lewis being in the movie, because I didn't think he was... I thought he was pointless being in the second film. And I didn't like the idea of him hooking up with Janine. That was just completely random. It's like, well, here's the two nerdy characters that, were single. Let's put them together. Like, I don't know, just... because the thing was, one of the things I found so endearing was her relationship, her potential relationship with Egon, and that was completely dropped. I mean, even no mention or hint that there was even something going on between them. So it'd be nice if that was picked up or something like that in the third film. And meanwhile, we could see what's become of Ray and Ernie Hudson's character, Winston. How have their lives been affected? Did they stick with it? Did they retire? Ray definitely would stick with it. I mean, this was his baby, essentially. So I would probably guess that Ray and Egon and probably Janine still working for them would still be at the core of it, and whatever's going on would bring Peter and Winston back into the fold. I don't know. Those are just some ideas. What do you have? Do you have any kooky ideas? I am just about done with the Indiegogo fundraiser. You can check out the link below. It's only a few more days. So if you still want to pledge, you can. I think I'm done tonight, so happy Halloween. We'll be back tomorrow.